Hello guys, welcome back to Perspective. My name is Kate Kendi.
And I'm Judy Njogu.
And we are so happy that you have tuned back in to our podcast. Thank you so much for being here. As usual, we really appreciate your presence and your engagement.
Karibuni sana.
And of course, you know the drill. We start the videos with reading a comment from our previous topic. And before that, actually, guys, we've reached 1,000 subscribers. Okay. Mom.
Thank you, guys.
Like, we've really tried, eh?
We've really tried. How many months has it been?
It's been a month.
It's been a month?
Yes.
That's amazing.
Yes. This is our 6th episode. Like,
that's amazing.
And we've been very consistent.
Have we?
Yeah. It's just that we missed last week.
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking. Are we?
Which we apologize for, guys. We were... I think it's because we had gone to be a guest in another podcast. So I think we were a bit exhausted. Yeah, I think most people also don't realize that this is really a lot for us, you know, because we're opening up.
It's a lot.
Yeah, we're speaking about our experiences. So after it can be a bit draining. Yeah, that's why we don't even post. We don't film back to back because people will see the change in our energies. We look drained. And also mom has work, guys. Hey, getting her here to be here is a lot of work. It's a lot of work.
Stop lying.
Am I lying? Mom, you were supposed to be at 12:30. Saints Sangapi? 1:47, guys. She's here at 1:47 p.m. She's a busy, you know, career woman who has a child as well to take care of, and I need to keep remembering that.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, so our last episode was Our Parents, the Reason We Need Therapy. It was basically about therapy, and the comments were actually really nice. I'll read like 2 and then I'll hand it over to your mom. A comment from Murithi says, your relationship and friendship heals me from your conversations on Kate's channel, even though at times I'm from a different school of thought on some of the conversations. Keep up. And I really appreciate that. As much as, you know, you can be listening to us and you don't agree with some things that we're saying. And that's okay, you know. Okay. And we'd also like to hear what you have to say. Okay. If you have a different thing, you see something else, you know, put it down so that we can all have a discussion and get the different perspectives, which is the whole point of this.
As we keep saying, it's me and Kate's perspective as mother and child. It doesn't necessarily mean that you have to agree or disagree, but we appreciate your feedback and also some pointers on what you'd want us to discuss.
Yeah, so we'd also like to know what you think of the topics that we have. Yeah. Your perspective is also welcome.
Yes, please.
And then somebody said, thoroughly enjoying the episodes. I got so carried away that I forgot to comment. Guys, do you know you can comment on Spotify. We even put polls. If you're listening to us on Spotify, there are polls. You can follow us there. Your interaction is really appreciated and needed. It boosts the episode. So there's actually a comment here that I think will be best if mom addresses it.
The message is from A. Beasley, 943. I appreciate these discussions very much. How do you deal with a parent who keeps resenting you and every phone call is always less than 2 minutes because that parent doesn't believe in having discussions with you as their child? This has gone on for over 20 years. Oh, wow. And we just can't be found in a common space because she will always talk me down. How long can one try to have a relationship with such kind of a mom? Wow. It saddens me to see such comments, and also I relate so much. You have no idea, but as I keep saying, I've learned to live with it, and you can only push so much. So I put myself out there. I reach out to this person, and if they're not willing to do it, there's nothing much you can do about it. So the best thing you can do if you're having those problems or issues or holding in your heart is to forgive. It's so hard to say that, easier said than done. It could take a long time. But if you can find it in your heart to forgive this person and move forward and look at them differently, that is the best way, because sometimes you can't change people unless they really want to change.
And you can't force. Yeah,
and you can't force issues.
it.
Yeah. The best thing you can do for yourself is to forgive this person, whatever kind of relationship it is. If it's a parental, if it's normal friendship, because once you forgive this person, the burden isn't from your end. It's not about you anymore. So you leave them to be whatever they want to be, because you can't change them, and you can't keep wallowing in that story all the time, because it just brings you down. As you're saying, it brings you down. I understand when you're saying about picking phone calls. There's some phone calls I see and I'm like, oh fuck, what is going on? I really don't want. Already my mood goes low. By the time I'm through with that conversation, I'm thinking, why did I even pick it? But I had to pick it for courtesy. But once you forgive this person from your heart, it will even be easier for you not to pick the calls, by the way, which is still okay. Me, I think it's okay.
I also think it's just accepting the situation. I just think you should accept that it's not going to be what you want it to be, and just try to, continue with your life and try to move on. I think the fact that you've tried is enough for you. That's more than enough.
You've done your part.
Yeah. And like even when we were speaking about even trying to form like friendships, mom was saying it needs to be both ways. You can't just be it's one person who is trying to figure it out and the other one doesn't want to. It's not going to work out. And you're going to end up hurting yourself actually. So just accept the situation. That's it, guys. Thank you so much for engaging with that episode. And now we can move on to the next episode, which has been inspired by our Java video. We did a video with mom for Java, and as we were doing it and we were seated, we were actually having a conversation about adult friendships, and how
adult friendship is the ghetto.
It can be the ghetto, and also
it can be amazing.
Yes,
I've
that's the
realized
thing.
that.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
And also I found this video from TikTok from a lady called Devry Brienne. We always link the TikToks or we mention the creator in the description in case you want to go and listen to her more. And this is how the video is.
If you've ever gone through a friendship breakup and haven't had anywhere to talk about it, I would love to talk about it here, because my friendship breakups broke my heart in ways that I never could have seen coming. And nobody ever warned me about what that would do. There's a million pieces of media that tell us how to get over a romantic ending. There's movies, TVs, books. Where is that for the ends of friendships? Because women's friendships are the emotional foundation of our lives. Men come and go, but we are each other's keepers, each other's safe place, each other's historians, defenders, protectors. And this grief, it's just so homeless. It's wandering, there's nowhere for it to go. It's not like somebody died and so my porch is full of casseroles. It's not like I was just divorced and so I'm given a few days off work. I'm just expected to go on. Like nothing happened and nobody notices that my, life partners of 20 something years are gone. There's no social structure to support those of us who have lost friendships like this. And every woman I have spoken to about this has said, this happened to me. And I have never known how to talk about it or who I could talk about it with. And when you're building a romantic relationship, like you're building a house, you lay a trap door into that because there's a high chance that eventually something will happen and that house will come down and you need a way out. You don't do that with friendships. You build that house like it's your forever home. And I never expected that to come down. And one day it just did. And it came down on top of me and it nearly killed me. Like, it feels like it's taken me over a year just to dig my way out of the rubble. So, I don't know if there's a great solution, but maybe we could talk about it here and that's a start. Because God, the worst thing about this, besides the thing itself, is just feeling like I have to mourn and grieve so much alone. Like every room I walk into, there's this ghost over my shoulder and nobody can see it but me. But it's with me all the time. So, you're welcome to talk about it here. And if this has happened to you, I see you. And it's real and it hurts as bad as you think it does. And you're not crazy for feeling that way.
You're getting very emotional about it yourself.
Yeah, it's because she's crying. She's very emotional in the video. And it's when I was reading the comments, because she said, you can talk about it here.
Yeah.
So many women are speaking about how bad their friendship breakups were and how it affected them. And it's crazy because it's something that happens to most of us women. Our friendships are very intricate. And I think we really, all of us just go in kabisa with our friends. And then when it ends, you don't even know how to deal with it. You don't know what to do, which is very scary. What did you think of that video?
Me, I'm different. Me, I'm wired very differently.
Mom, you've never had a friendship breakup that broke your heart?
Broke
like
my
that?
heart.
Yeah.
Friendship. Romantic, yes. But friendship, even up to date, I will be close, and then the next minute, I'm just like, okay.
But there must have been
Because
something that has made you like that. That's the next minute.
it's because my women friendship from a long time ago have not also been very nice. It's whereby you get betrayed by someone who is very, very close to you. Sometimes even it's a woman or female friend in the family and still hurts you. Other than them being friends, they're family. So they're very, very close. And they hurt you and they know everything about you and they'll go and sometimes even add more salt to it. So you're like, so I've learned, I think, from a very young age. So I've become hard right now. You've seen the way I break friendships. But the thing is, with me, I give people time. I give you patience. I give so many chances. Like this could work in all my relationships. But when it breaks, that's it.
You're just like, hey,
like there's no
we move on.
going back. I'll live like you never ever existed. Even if you're working in the same office, you're my family, and probably people won't even notice that I'm not even talking to you. Yeah. Because I'm just to me you'll just be another piece of furniture. It's as I just move.
Wow,
it doesn't move me.
Well, personally, I think it's because I've resonated. I think I've had a couple of friendship breakups. Close. And it's always people who have really become very close with. And I think that's what hurts me. It really hurts you because actually me, when I go into friendships, I give my all. Like 100%. I really give my all 100%. And I really love these people. So when it ends, it's really painful for me. Like even for me now, I'm still trying to get over a friendship breakup. It's been such difficult couple of months. And it's not even the first. It has happened before. You'd think if it happens before, you'll be ready for the next one. You're not going to be ready.
Not ready.
You're never usually ready. And it really, really hurts. So I think also our topic today is just about adult friendships and how our parents did not prepare us for how cruel
adult friendship is.
Adult friendships are. But I think parents do kind of start. I know, Mom, you are not really keen on sleepovers, or if I bring over a friend, it's just like, who you?
No, this one.
Anaka hivi. I don't think this is gonna be a nice friend. So I feel like you guys give us hints, but not really much. How come?
I think it's because we never knew that it's a topic to discuss. It just happened. Some of these things, it's just now that we are able to really go out there and speak about them. But there's some things that you never hear anyone ever speaking about. So it's not in your place to even start. How do you even start something that's not invented yet? That is my thought. Because for me, I remember my mom telling me, you're not going to play with that person. You're not going to people's houses. You're not going to eat from people's houses. I remember that, but I don't remember why.
Why?
We were never given reasons as to why we're not supposed to do. It's not like now when I do something with Ryan and I tell him, please don't do this, he'll ask me why. Then I'll give an explanation. Then you could not even ask why, because the next thing you get is a slap. So there was no chance of, even me, I don't know how to speak about friendships.
Why were you telling us not to go to that person's place, or how were you able to see this person is not good for my child?
Because you can see their character and their behavior from outside. And at our ages, if you're parents who are my age or a bit older, first of all, we've been brought up in a space where your dressing means everything. So like when I came to USIU, I was like, hey, Nike Goko. So anyone who is dressed ratchetly, I'm like, keep off, because the way you dress is how people assume you are. They perceive you.
Yeah.
But more often than not in these situations, we are very right. Right or right?
Yeah,
You know what I'm talking about?
I know, more often than not, at the end, that's when you realize your parent might have been right.
Because they see from far.
Yeah, but I think also there's, of course, the issue of security, especially in this day and age. We know not everyone is raising their child the right way or the way most of us are used to.
The traditional way.
The traditional way. And I'm sure you would not want your child to pick up such things. And also, you also don't know these other parents.
Yes.
Do you think have me or Ryan ever forced you to become friends with another parent?
Yes, tried. It didn't work. We went out one date with Ryan and his friend and the mom. And I was like, oh my God, this is not gonna work.
Yes.
Because we have to, even if you're being introduced as friends, we have to have a common ground. There's something we can speak about. So if there's nothing we can speak about, how are we friends?
Yeah, and I think it's because I feel like you have to form some sort of friendship before you let your child go sleep somewhere.
Yes.
And I'm sure that's very hard.
For example, like you remember Ryan before he went to sleep at Mama Ethan's?
Yeah.
What happened? I think she called you first.
Yeah.
Because she's like that. She was like, my son is always spending time with this boy. They're always hanging out here. I see them.
Yeah.
My son will go to their place and your son is now Ryan, that I've refused for them to go to their place. I'm like, Ryan was saying, Mimi, I can only play outside. I can't go to someone's house. I can do sleepovers. So the mom had to come. He's like, oh, she introduced herself. I am Mama so-and-so. You know, I knew the son, of course. Please, do you mind if he comes and plays inside with Ryan? I was like, hey, at least there is communication and I know who to talk to. Then I wanted to meet this person. I go to their place and see how they live before even Ryan could go for a sleepover. Exactly, because it's dangerous out there.
Yeah, it is. It is dangerous. But I feel like, guy, that's so much as a parent.
It's a lot.
For you to navigate.
It's a lot. Even the way kids say, oh, we're going for a party at someone's house. Like, whose house? Are the parents aware? You have to know, because there's so much, there's a lot of bad things going on. And I think even then, that is what parents used to think or say for us. Although at some point, ours was like, if you're told, don't go to someone's house, so that you don't go and eat. Probably they cook better. Hey. So there was that perception that, anakuja kukula kwenyu, so when someone comes to eat, if it's a friend coming all the time lunch hour to eat, you're like, these guys are poor. So your your mom does not want people to look at them like they're poor when you go eating
it's like
in people's
protecting
houses.
their own image.
Exactly. So it's for their image. It's not about you as a child.
Yeah, but I think like right now parents have the opportunity to tell their children why, because at first you feel like your mom doesn't want you to have fun, your mom doesn't want you to have friends or to do things and this and that, and if you don't explain why, that's what you're going to be thinking.
Yes.
But of course later on, that's when you realize, oh, they were trying to protect me. But when you tell them earlier, at least
it's easier for them.
Know.
They'll know from the word.
They'll know who also not to bring around mom. Because I feel like also parents need to trust their children.
But I trusted you so much.
Yeah, you trusted me. You need to trust.
But it's because you showed me you're trustworthy.
You need to trust your child the way you've raised them, and you know they'll make the right decisions. But sometimes, of course, lazima useme, hapa
kuna vile.
Kuna vile. So how has your friendship been though?
Still learning.
I keep telling
you, up to now. I told you, whether it's romantic or friendship, I'm still learning. I didn't think maybe when I was like your age, I'd be seated here going through things that I'm going through in my relationships. I'm like, it's still like I'm still 20 something. This is what 20 whatever year olds and 30 year olds are going through. It's the same thing. It's just you're at a different age, but it's the same thing. So if it's hurting, it hurts the same or even more because you're aware and it has happened. Like when you see like what you're talking about, friendship breakups, it saddens you because you thought that now that you have both grown, you've both seen the world differently, that this person will probably start to resonate differently, but they don't.
Okay.
And it's sad.
At this age. So, mom, in short, you're telling me just be prepared. It doesn't get ready. Better with age.
It doesn't get better with age because an individual is an individual. Who you are doesn't change, to be honest.
It's true.
If you're an ass, you'll always be an ass. To be honest. It's true. It doesn't matter what age. It doesn't matter even I don't even think your social preference matters, because not even social, even if you have money in the bank, like you are broke and now you're rich, it doesn't change. I've learned that. Let me tell you what. My most recent friendship breakup is, if we call it. This is someone we became close. We visit each other. They've come to my house. Our kids are okay together. Not all the time, but this is personal friend, not because our kids can be friends. Then this person, you hear the things they're talking behind your back, and not from one person. And you're thinking, wait a minute. Why are you doing that? And why? You ask yourself so many questions. You look at this person in the society, they look like top tier. Profile, you see their pictures, the way they talk to people, the way they handle themselves, and you're thinking, this is a mature human being. She has her life going. She's happily married, beautiful kids, going to big schools and all that. You're like, there's not even a challenge that you're not in a competition for anything. It's just that you are friends. So it's the individual. It's not about...
So sometimes you say, with age, people mature, people are aware of themselves, and they can become... Mom, guy, my heart is breaking. I'm here thinking, after this, I'm going to meet mature people who are going to communicate and understand each other.
Kate, I'm sorry to blow your bubble. I am so sorry to blow your bubble.
Guy.
Because that's not the way the world works. Age you are at has issues. You'll hear someone like, my aunties have issues with their friends, not even their sisters, with their friends. And sometimes they'll sit there and say, hey, Oshiore, and you're like, how old are you guys again? So like, it's never gonna end. So it's an individual is an individual. An individual will behave however they want to behave. It doesn't matter what age they are. It doesn't matter whether they are a man or a woman. Age doesn't matter. This is where you're told age is nothing but a number. Forget all that people think in relationships, marriage, and romantic. Age is nothing but a number. You might find at 20, like I have a friend, very good friend in the office. She's an amazing person. I think she just turned 30. The way I sit and talk to her kid, I don't think there's any of my friends, even platonic, we've ever sat and discussed the way she's so sober, she's so genuine. Like she has nothing, no competition, she has nothing to hold against anyone. She's just genuinely a good human being. Yet, I've had a friend who is 60. Remember how old I am?
Yeah.
He's like 15 years older than me and behaved the ghetto.
Okay.
Like, I was amazed up to date. I see her and I'm like...
That's scary. That's scary.
Age is has nothing to do with your personality, you being a human. As I said, if you're an ass, you're an ass. If you're a good human, you're a good human. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that.
That's absolutely scary.
It's really scary, but it's good you know that.
Yeah, it's good to know that. Friendship has become such a big topic all round. You'll notice even our fellow other podcasters, that's a very big topic.
I need to do better on any podcasters, man.
On listening to other
than Shits and Gigs.
Mom is always watching Shits and Gigs, like all the time.
I'm number one fan in Kenya. I am.
Yeah, but
I need
mostly the ones that are being led by women, you will notice.
Friendship is a big deal.
Is a very big deal, and I don't understand why female friendships have gotten to that point. Is it the way we've been raised by our parents? Is it just the way somebody is? Like, why can't women just get along? Like the way this lady is saying, like we're supposed to be each other's protectors. Men come and go, but you expect women will be there.
No, men come and destroy everything.
No, Ama, the way I think it also starts with when you start like a mother and daughter. I think we've had many situations where a mother and daughter are literally like enemies. Yeah. You find a mom is like jealous of their child or the way they treat their child, and then they like, of course, if you raise your child like that, that's how they're gonna see all the other females. Like your competition.
Yeah, all the time.
All the time. Or if your mom has always been so bad to you, it kind of becomes a part of you.
Yeah, so you'll always look for even friendships that are not worth it just to fulfill that part.
That's what you're used to seeing.
Yeah.
That's how you're going to be living and treating other people. Like I think the way people are is how they were raised. It's from how they were raised. And also think like even the way you relate to your siblings can affect the way you relate to other people.
Yeah, at some point, but you can also choose personally
Yeah, that's the
to
thing.
change.
That's the thing. Yeah, we
Because-
can't really. Yeah.
You can. It's you to choose to change. See that this is not good. It's not working. I would not want to be treated like this. I've seen different. I know better. So I want to be different.
You might have gone through so many things, you've dealt with so many things, but it's how you deal with it, how you heal yourself from that, and how you decide to move on from that. I think when you're already grown, it's actually just up to you
Yeah,
to
it's up
decide
to you.
how you're going to
Especially when
live.
you're grown, that's on you. That's
It's
on you.
completely on you on how you relate
is on you.
with other people. So, mom, what have been like your friendship deal breakers? What can you not accept in a friendship?
I cannot accept anyone who is not treating my children right. That is usually my priority. So if you'll sit there and speak bad about Ryan, you say, oh,
Until like a joke.
Rana ameparara sana. Not aparare, ni wangu. Oh, Kate was especially those. I cut those people off so fast. Those ones will be like, have you seen what Kate has posted? Do you see what she's wearing? The very first times you post bikini pictures.
Yeah.
People from nowhere. It's like Audacity was being dished that thing. You got Audacity. You got Audacity. Everybody gets Audacity. Buy one, get one free. And you'll find people saying, have you seen your daughter? Why is she? How do you allow her to put such pictures?
I remember
It
that
was so
time.
bad. So the next time, I just decided, you know what? I'm going to show you. I put a picture of bikini myself.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
what are you going to say? So everyone starts looking at me with side eyes. Oh, I'm not teaching my children well. Why is my daughter showing herself on Instagram?
Yeah.
In the internet, everybody can see her body. Mind your business. If you don't have anything to show, don't show.
Why are you even looking at them then if it's not something that you like
And
to
I did
see?
not ask for your opinion. So that is one of the main deal breakers with my children. And then dishonesty. Like I keep telling people, especially at my age, at this day and age, speak the truth. No one is going to beat you. Your truth is your truth.
Yeah.
Don't lie to please me. These people please us. I don't understand. If something is not gonna work, just be honest. Honesty is like, just be honest, especially if you're a grown-up. Why are you lying?
I feel attacked, guys. I'm a people pleaser, so I'm just here like, ooh,
Yeah, just be honest. Be honest and truthful. You understand?
Yeah, it's important.
Yeah.
It's important.
Yeah, those two.
Just those two.
Yeah, because what else?
Oh, maybe it's actually a foundation. Why, if you're not honest about things,
Yeah, honest.
That's
and
a very
respect.
big-
That's it. Yeah.
a very big deal breaker. Respecting you as a parent and
Yeah.
respecting your children.
And me as a person. Yeah.
Wow. Has anyone
And
ever
you?
crossed those lines?
And you? Not once. And you? And
Not
they know
once.
where they are right now.
So I think I'm still learning
But
about.
so far, have you learned anything?
Yeah, I'm still learning about things I can accept and not accept in friendships, and I'm also trying to learn the person who I am also in friendships. Like I said, I'm a people pleaser, so my boundaries, they just go like this. They're wavy.
You have
They're
no
not straight.
straight line,
They're not straight because I want to please people who are around me. So I need to sort that out first. That one I know. I need to sort that out because I know that will take away so many other things that I don't want to accept. Because I will say here that I don't want a particular thing in a friendship, but then since I really want this person to stay around me, I might accept it.
Oh, yeah, because you want them.
Because I
You
still
forget
want
that.
them. Yeah, I still want them around. But one thing I know for sure is also anyone disrespecting my mom. There's no going back from that. I think for me and the way we relate to each other and the fact that you're also on social media, I've made you also very accessible to people in my life. Like new friends, I'll be like, oh, you want to see my mom? Want to speak with my mom? I don't know where. Or if you need anything, just you can reach out to my mom. My mom can do this and this and that. And then I don't know if the lines get blurred or people just don't respect their own parents, that they think they can act a certain way with my mom. Like, there's a time I had a friend who was calling my mom by her name, and it used to piss me off. Ati Judy, niaje Judy unafanya nini leo? She's still a mom. Just the fact that she's accessible and we have a great relationship does not mean that she's now at your friend. You can speak the way you want to with her. I will not accept that. So I think also for me, honesty. I prefer if you're honest. I prefer if you tell me I did this and that. I prefer if you did that. I prefer if you feel like, there's something I've done wrong, come to me. Tell me about it. Let me not hear it from somebody else.
Yeah.
Hiyo kwanza kitu ya kusikia from somebody else, it irritates me. And if you're having an issue, let us discuss it between me and you. You don't need to involve other people. It's between me and you, whether we're in a friend group or not. If you're having issues, let's talk, me and you, and sort it out. Because once you start bringing other people, things get lost into translation, and it becomes worse because it's crazy. Honey, mom is just here shaking her head. I'm wondering who is this person who was speaking about my mom to others. If I catch you, Ricky,
it's the so-called friends. And when you're friends, you invite people into your very, very personal life. It's actually intimate, because when I'm allowing you into my door, in my house, you come, I cook for you, we chat, you meet my kids. That means we're really, really good friends, whether it's from the office or anywhere. By the time you access my house for you to come to my place, it means I trust you to some extent and you're okay. Then after that, I hear stories. Oh, Judy bought a new carpet she can't even afford. How much does she earn? I thought we earned this. It is supposed to be my friend. Then you hear these stories from like 2 or 3 people, not one. And you're thinking, excuse me, she shows herself on social media. She's driving all these big cars. At least they belong to you, to which married man? And I'm thinking, yours? What is yours driving, first of all?
That's so scary.
I know, it's so scary.
Because this is somebody who's close to your age and nafikiria such shallow things.
Older than me, first of all.
She's older than you and she's so shallow.
That's what I was saying. I keep going back again and saying it's not about age.
Okay, it's just the way you are as a person, honestly.
Just, if you're an ass, you're an ass.
I'm so sorry. I'm sure you were so shocked.
I was shocked and I'm like, okay.
No, you're just like...
It was very easy to cut off. My makasis are usually ready.
They're usually sharp,
like I have
and
sharp
ready.
And ready. Like,
but also, I think in terms of us speaking about deal breakers, you also need to find what issues you might also be having.
That's what I wanted to say.
Hey, because we can't all be victims.
Me, I have been a villain in a relationship.
Tell us.
So apparently there's usually I don't know whether it's family, I don't know what sort of code. So if you are my friend, you're not supposed to be involved romantically with any of my siblings.
Yeah.
For me it happened. And it also happened the other way, actually twice, the same way. My brother was something else. My bro was something else. The one who follows me. And then this friend of mine, their brother, I couldn't help it. He was just hot. He was too hot. I mean, we liked each other. We vibed. It was nothing serious. We had maybe a fling, something. And she was livid. She was so angry. She broke up the relationship. But now that I'm older... And then it happened to me twice with 2 of my friends.
They viewed their siblings. My uncle, you mean?
Uncle, yeah. They're my age mates, so it's younger. So even for me, that person was, I think he was younger. Yeah, because of course the sister was older. And I feel her at that point in my life and at that age. But right now, thinking about it, if that was to happen to me right now, hey, please... Whatever rocks your boat.
I think it was just
rocks your boat.
A different time. But had your friend told you can't?
That's
had she made it clear?
No. That's what I'm saying. It's like it was unspoken.
It was like,
in our age
there's
groups.
some unspoken things.
Exactly. Some unspoken rules. Do not sleep with my sister. Do not sleep with my brother, or my father for that matter, or mother. Like family.
Yeah.
Especially the nuclear family. So when that happens, some friendships break.
Yeah, but I get how it can be an unspoken thing, because most of us, we don't want our friends and our siblings to be in the same. It's like a friend of mine, name with Ryan.
Yeah.
Hey.
Now imagine if Ryan was bigger. You know that would happen a lot, first of all.
That's what I'm thinking about. I don't think I'd want that.
Age, it will happen a lot.
Because it also puts you in a tough position. If anything goes wrong between them, then
you're left there.
You're left there in the middle. Oh, I was speaking about my villain story.
Yes.
My daughter was also a villain.
Yes.
But I feel like for me it happened after the friendship broke up.
After?
Yeah. I think even if you break up with somebody, you still owe them
some respect. Some decorum.
Hey, me nilisema you went low, I went to hell. If anyone would ask me about that situation, I'd be like, yeah, she was like this, and she did this and did I don't know what and what.
Let's
she's such a bitch.
Did it make you feel better?
No, years later, I'm thinking about it. I'm just like, what was I doing?
Yeah, but then you were like,
but then I was like, yeah, it's making me feel better. It's making everyone, feel sad for me and make me feel like, she actually really hurt me. But this person, we had a relationship for such a long time, and for me, so many years. I owed her that respect, not to go and start speaking badly of her. I literally became what she was.
Villain. Yeah, you became her.
Whatever I didn't like, she did. That's who I became. Yeah. As women, we are very quick to cut people off and show we are strong and we can move on without people. But friendships are important.
Women friendships are very important.
Yeah, and I think it's a relationship as well. It needs to be worked on. It's not something that you're just like, oh yeah, we're just merry and having a nice time. When there are bad times and there's misunderstandings, there has to be a way to communicate. Because I also realize I don't think anyone wakes up and decides to be there are some people who decide to be villains, who decide they're gonna be bad people. But I think for most people, they just don't wake up and say I'm gonna be a bad person.
Things
there's
happen,
definitely something that drove them there. There's definitely something you might also have done that has led them to do a particular thing. I think we need to give each other grace, especially as women. We don't give each other grace, guys.
We don't.
But the grace we give men. Hey, your man cheated on you, your man calls you I don't know what, your man ignores you, but once your friend ignores you, that's where you draw the line. You're cutting them off. How dare you ignore me? How dare you do this and
this? Who do you think you are?
Exactly. But a man, you'll go back to them. Why do we do that?
Go back to being beaten.
Right.
And you say, by the way, my friend alikuwa ananiambia wewe ni umbwa sana. All the things you are saying. You go and tell the man.
Why are we like that?
I don't know why we are like that.
And it's very sad. It's very sad. But just go back to the
comical and very sad at the same time.
Video. Mom, hey, you're lucky that you don't, like for you, your friendship breakups don't get bad.
They're not that deep.
No, it's like, Mom, it's like you're grieving. For me, it feels like that. It's like I'm grieving. It's like I've broken up with somebody. Like my heart breaks genuinely.
Completely.
Yeah. I even cry, I cry, I think about situations, and I'm just like, why?
About friendship.
Imagine your daughter, this one, cries about friendships.
Let me tell you something.
Especially friendship breakups. And I think also, unfortunately, friendship breakups can really change who you are as a person.
They can, yeah?
Like, change you badly, not in a good way, change you badly. Because you feel you offered so much and it wasn't enough. So you're like, why should I offer? Or it might become like, Mom, the scissors are sharp, ready. You're just like, I'm not giving you an opportunity. I'm not gonna.
Before you speak. But I give people opportunity. Kate, you know that.
Yeah, you do.
And I give so much grace until now someone's, you're just stamping all over me and I'm thinking, excuse me.
Yeah. I don't know how male friendships are, but I think we've seen even from Ryan, like the reconciliation is very easy.
Yeah, he had a friendship breakup the other day with his best friend.
Yeah.
But I also think in that friendship, we also got a bit involved from both sides.
Yes.
Which we shouldn't have.
Yeah.
And I kept saying, maybe we needed to stop this and let them decide by themselves. If they ever decide they want to be friends again, please don't tell yours or I don't tell mine that Apana, you cannot speak to him. Remember what he did to you. They're kids and boys are different. Let them decide and then they decide to sort it out. If they bring it out later in life and say, oh, you did this to me, that's on them. Don't get involved, because also most friendships there's usually a lot of involvement
of other people.
When there's a third party, then it's a problem.
Yeah, it's true. I think for Rand's situation, I feel like if you're a parent, of course you're gonna have another parent friend.
Yes,
you don't need to force a friendship. And you don't need to be involved. Let them kind of sort it out themselves.
Not involve ourselves in our kids' friendship, especially if they're friendship that we had already accepted, both of us, and then it happens that they are no longer friends. we can be cordial. We don't have, let's not talk to our kids about it. Let's not listen into their side of the story so much, because kids also start giving conflicting stories.
Yeah.
And it's only the two of them that know the truth. Yeah. So when they decide to be friends and then we are left there looking stupid.
Yeah.
You're thinking,
tunamwanga usiingilie vitu za watu stories za watu wawili in a relationship, because you'll give your friend advice, oh, leave him, he's bad.
And then
your friend is already back sleeping with him, and then your son is going to be left out because she's going to be like, my friend told me to leave you.
Pillow talk.
My friend told me to leave you, and then he'll be like, you see, your friend is one who's toxic, leave your friend alone. You're just out of the goodness of your heart.
I know. Yeah, so
get out. Yeah. Has you having a daughter affected you having like male friends or having male people around?
Yeah, because male relationships are nonsense. Sometimes someone will make moves on me. Once I refuse, they'll start making moves on Kate, or people who are even older than me. Like one is 20 years older than me. Already you're old for me, because 20 is not very young, but let's assume it could happen. But now to Kate, that's another whole story. So that it has been a bit complicated, especially earlier in life when I was not sure you could stand for yourself. Yeah, but now that I know you'll kick people. Yeah, I belong.
I do keep people.
I'm comfortable.
Yeah, I think for single moms, that's definitely, especially who have daughters, maybe who are already daughters, teenagers. Yeah.
It's tricky
having like male friends around, because men unfortunately can be disgusting human beings.
But also, even for Ryan, in fact, I'm very watchful over Ryan, because who do I let him around?
Yeah.
People are changing nowadays, and people are weird. So you can decide this is a male friend, and
you think nothing is gonna happen.
Exactly, because it's a son who I want advice, because I've been having I have two very good male friends, but even when they are talking to Ryan, it's supervised.
Yeah, they might be touching,
because
it's scary, and I think
it's very scary.
For me, there's somebody who was much older, and they were your friend, and he had decided that he'll be like my mentor.
Yeah,
and of course, you're like, this person is older. They would never try. Not him offering me a trip to Europe.
Yeah, I know.
I was like, excuse me, you're supposed to be my mentor. What is that?
What's going on?
That must have been also so weird for you as
so
well.
Weird.
Just
that's what I'm saying. For me, Makasi very fast. I cut them off.
But he was like, I can't ask your mom. You have to be the one to ask her. I was like, excuse me, you're my mentor. If you want to take me on a trip, actually, you should just take both of us, and you should be the one to ask her. Why are you sending me to ask her? Which is scary. Mom, actually, there are some things that I went through in life that, of course, had not appreciated until now. As do not appreciate like the positive impact it would have on me, especially with friendships. Like, I've been around so many different people and so many different lifestyles with people that allowed me to adapt in any situation or with any person that I ever meet in life. I'm okay with somebody who is from a very, very rich family. I know how to, be around them and accommodate them. And somebody who doesn't have much, who's, from the ghetto. I have learned how to. I can adapt, actually. And
that's the most amazing thing you can do as a human in this world, to adapt to any kind of situation, any kind of friendship, any kind of,
At first, it's like, why am I around this? Mara, I'm around people are rich. Mara, niko sijui Jericho, sijui wapi.
I know.
But it's built me as a person. It's made me adapt and understand people's different situations and how to treat them. At the end of the day, they're all still human, So I know how to be around them. Even with high school, me or those people who are saying, me, I'm going to transfer next time, you're going to see me here, because I absolutely hated my high school experience. But all the people who I made friends with, we're friends until now.
Yeah.
Like, until
that's
now.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and I think it's because of the environment we were in.
You are forced to bond. Trauma bonding.
That was actually trauma bonding. legit trauma bonding. But there I met people from very different walks of life.
And you went to USIU, then you saw people
exactly different
everywhere.
Walks of life again.
And then now you're in social media, different walks of life.
So I know how to interact. It's
amazing that you're able to interact with all kinds of people. Friendship are very important, because now I can say I have 2 tangible friendships. Like, these people, this person will call me and say, by the way, today I was just praying about you because I know you need this, and we pray for ourselves. We've been going in these situations. What do we do about it? I have 2 very good tangible friendships, and I thank God for that.
That's amazing. For me right now, I feel like I have one friend who it's low maintenance friendship.
That's your sis.
Yeah, that's my family at this point. So I think for now I've just taken time to know myself, understand myself before I put myself out there, and therefore I get heartbroken again. I don't want that to happen again. So for me, friendship wise, I'm dealing with myself before I can present myself to others. Yeah. So, but it's important to have friends. It's important.
It's important to have friends.
Even with all the things that happened with all my former friendships, I learned so much, and I felt like I was, I had a sisterhood, made me feel good about myself. I could discuss about so many things. It's important having such people, but it's also important to know yourself, so that you know what you want in friendships, you know what you can't accept, and to be okay with who you are first. You don't expect friends to fill that in for you. So, know who you are, make great friends, be a great friend to people.
Be a good person also.
Yeah, just be a good person at the end of it all. And if you feel like there's a friend that you have and you're having issues, communication is very important. Try communicate and see what the issue could have been. If you feel like you are a bad person to somebody, even if it happened years back, you can just reach out to them and apologize. It doesn't necessarily mean that you want to be friends again completely.
But just apologize
and forgive yourself. It's important to forgive yourself. Even for me now, I think that's what I'm struggling with the most, is forgiving myself, because I accepted so many things. I'm just like, how could I accept to put myself in this situation? How could I accept this and this?
So you start thinking that these things happen because of you.
Yeah, so it's important to forgive yourself as well. Yeah, and that's it from us today, guys.
Yeah, it's been an amazing topic, actually.
Yeah, it has.
We could sit here talking, so there's always something to speak about friendship, because it's such a diverse
it's
topic.
A diverse and very universal thing, something that we all go through.
Yeah.
So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed. Make sure to follow us on any podcast platform you're listening in, and make sure to subscribe here on YouTube. And once again, thank you so much for 1,000 subscribers. We'll see you guys on the next episode. Bye.